I would like to share with you a little bit of how to channel. For those of you who are interested, who have asked me, and some have asked me to make this video, I will do this even though this is not my main thing. I'm not a channeler that channels for other people on a regular basis. I have channeled for other people, and I do it mostly for myself, but I am happy to do that for other people at times. And I don't really have a big following here on my YouTube channel, so this is not my intention to build followers. But I do share what I can, when I can, and the timing aligns. And this is one of those times. So I will share what I can. First and foremost, I will say that channeling is a natural state. For anyone who thinks that it's for some people and not for them, that's simply not true. Everyone has the ability to channel, and they often do it on a daily basis without even, they probably know that. Channeling is a state that occurs between 40 and 100 cycles per second. It's a vibrational state, and this area is really common actually. It happens for when people are in a really creative state, doing art or music, or also maybe when you're driving home and you somehow, your mind went through the motions, but you ended up in your driveway, but you don't recall like going through each traffic light or whatever the case may be. That's another form of it. And this happens quite often for most people. So it's really about just getting to that state and bypassing the mental noise that is usually in play. And that's in the beta level of consciousness that most of us are in. So we can induce that state of relaxation. We can induce the state of calm and openness for receiving through whatever practices that you do that are resonant with you. Some people do meditation, some people find other realms of meditation, different forms of it, through toning, through frequency playing of frequencies, through walking in nature, whatever. All of those are viable forms as permission slips to bring you into a state of centeredness, groundedness, and openness. I have my own way that I have been doing vocal channeling for some time. I didn't start with vocal channeling. I started with automatic writing, and I did that for a long time actually, before I started to feel confident that the information was coming through was clear and pure. And this is where the art of channeling, the art of listening comes in, because it is an art form, and it does require practice to really learn how to tune in with authenticity and not the performance in the beginning where the mind is analyzing and judging all the words that come through. So when you're able to bypass that, it is such an ease, it's such a natural state of flow. And this is why I say it is naturally innate within us. So this is really important to know first and foremost, that channeling is natural and it doesn't exist outside of you. It's contained within you already. And it's just simply tuning to that frequency, being able to perceive it, being able to hear it. And quite oftentimes, it's not through like straight words that you'll hear. It could be through sensing, through your natural senses of clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, the ability to see images in your mind, your third eye, they will come to you, or hearing a sound, or just getting a general feeling of something, and your brain will receive the signals and translate it. So they can come in different ways, not always in words, although that can happen also. For my own journey, I did this automatic writing for a long time and got better, finally developed the confidence and made the switch, took a big jump to start recording. And it came through verbally. And for me, this was so much easier and so much faster in accessing information and also being able to express it. So I appreciate that much more, but it can happen for other people in different ways, as mentioned. Light language is also another form that some people do. And actually that, which I have done before and can do, but the light language is actually a precursor to getting to the more expressed state of words that can be understood by other people. Light language is an aspect of it, but when somebody else is hearing it, they may not quite understand it. They can get a feeling, but they may not understand the depth of what you would like to express. So it is a definite, valid form. But when you get to being able to communicate with somebody who can understand the words that you're saying in a deep way, this is also very, very helpful. So you can utilize both. And that usually precedes being able to channel vocally with whatever language you speak. And it will utilize the vocabulary that you understand as it moves through. Especially if you're working with another individual that's asking you questions, the information that's coming through will also be customized for them and also work within the realm of what you can express through your own vocabulary and your own understanding, so to speak, in framings of phrases that you use, etc. It will utilize that. So this is also important to note. There's not one size fits all for channeling information. I think it's most important to start with the intention that comes from the heart, that you wish to do the channeling for a greater understanding of clarity, maybe perhaps in your own life about something, which direction to go, or what would be the best route for me to take. You can utilize it for that, for your own benefits, and also for other people. And this is when you are doing this genuinely from the heart, through unconditional love as a service, then it is no longer from the place of performance and having to be right and all of that. That will bring in different information, and it will also make things much more difficult. You'll be swimming upstream and information will not be clear, it'll be clouded. So it's really most important to come from the heart in a place of authenticity and unconditional love to bring forth out of service to assist someone else. And I will say also that this is also a huge accelerator in being able to do the art of channeling with greater ease, is when you bring another person into it to ask you questions. If you're going to do vocal channeling, this is one great way, because their asking of the questions grounds it into this reality and pulls the information through you. So this is very important to accelerate your growth in vocal channeling. If you are practicing vocal channeling or you want to do that, is to gather a group of people or just one person who can ask you questions. And if you're unsure in the beginning as you're practicing, just simply tell them, I'm practicing this art of channeling, and so I can't really guarantee everything that's coming through is going to be accurate, so to speak, but I'm practicing it. And I know that when you ask me, and I have the intention to be of assistance, to be of service in this way, that this is how I get better, and this is also how you can benefit as well. So it's a win-win, and both doors are open so the energy can flow both ways. So this is a great way to accelerate your skills in channeling, is to bring people in and actually have them ask you questions. You can do this with yourself also by putting yourself in a state and then asking a question and allowing the information to come through, and then neutrally observing that later on. And you can repeat this cycle. Repeating is another element of channeling that is so important, because the body learns through repetition, and then when you energetically repeat, let's say, a protocol of getting to a specific state to channel, this also helps to crystallize your place of receiving much faster. So one thing I can recommend that has worked for me is to assign a place of where you're doing this practice on a regular basis, that you go to the same space each day or every other day, whenever you're practicing it, that you're going to that space. So you can sit there and create a protocol that you do regularly. For me, I do breathing first, some conscious breathing, and then I'm able to visualize light coming through my soul star chakra to my crown, through the center channel of your spine and the heart chakra, and I crystallize that into kind of a radiant orb of light around my body as I visualize it. And this can be done with your eyes closed or open. This is only one way. I also sometimes play tones or frequencies or sing them. You can do whatever. You can say words that are powerful for you. You can walk in nature. You can simply listen to a waterfall to bring your state, whatever spiritual practices. Go there and allow the information to start coming from your heart, knowing that you are connected, worthy, divine, have equal access to this information just as much as everyone else, is also a key important point in starting the practice of channeling. Because if you believe yourself not to be as worthy as someone else who channels, or that you don't have access to the same ability of the one conscious field of information, then you will limit yourself. So this is very important that you know that, fully know it with capital silent K, and not just intellectually. You feel it in your bones that you are definitely one with the field of consciousness, the one field. And you can utilize an affirmation if that helps you. You can say, all information that I need to know is contained within me, and I am one with the one field of consciousness. I am one with all that is. And as you say this and practice it more and more, you will become more embodied in this knowing, and then you can begin to start that state. One other practical tip I can give you that helped me greatly is not just assigning a space to repeat over and over where you do this practice of channeling, but also assigning when you get that click where you feel you are locked in, you are in that state, the ego is out of the way, you're feeling open, and then you begin to either speak words or the information starts flowing to you through images and feelings. You can then take that state that you are in and assign a symbol or a color or a word to that state that you are in. And the next time you are preparing to do channeling, vocal channeling for yourself or automatic writing, whatever form, you can see that symbol. You can see the word. You can say the word. You can visualize the color, whatever you've assigned. And it will be like a little shortcut, a little hack to get you to that state very quickly. You can begin to sit down and breathe and then visualize the symbol. And this will take you to that state also much more quickly. So the last thing I will share that has really greatly assisted me in this channeling aspect is to, when you are finished, when the information feels complete, is to not immediately go back and judge it. If you're going to read what you wrote, or if you're going to listen to what you said, then go with a neutral experience. Don't come in and say, I said that, that must have been off, or that was wrong, because there's so much that can come later on also as the day unfolds that will bring you to awareness about maybe perhaps what you were saying that was in a sense foreshadowing perhaps. I have found this to be true over and over again in different ways. So non-judgment is so important. Just observe it neutrally, trust that what was given to you was needed at that moment, and that the relevance to it will be coming in stages at perfect timing. Perhaps later that evening in your dreams, you'll understand the message that was given. Or perhaps the next day, you'll have an encounter with a person that will give you the confirmation of what you received. This happens so often. So divine timing is a part of it all. But I'm wishing you all such a grand journey if you're taking this journey into channeling. And if you are doing it to help yourself, or if you wish to just simply help other people. This is a state that I think we all aspire to have in a constant on, not just at certain states of the day, but we embody that channeling state at all so-called times. So being fully present right here and now at all times, then information can come through at any point of the day. This is what we all aspire to. Am I there yet? No, but I'm practicing. And the more I practice it, the more I see how easy my life gets, how much flow state occurs from one moment to the next without having to struggle or worry. There's no more of that. There's the trusting to knowing that you're being guided and that you have a team with you. You're never alone. You're always being guided, and there's never any withholding of the information that's needed for you. There's never any withholding of guidance and support. Everyone has access. So thank you for allowing me to share this with whoever sees it. I'm not here to make a channel about, a YouTube channel about channeling. I'm not even here to make regular videos about this, because I am always usually busy doing so many other things. But I am so happy to share this with whoever's listening, who can benefit if it aligns. And when I have another aligned moment to make another video, I will do that, and do a little bit of live channeling also to share how my protocols work. So thank you, and until the next now.